every day you have the opportunity to grow or to stay the same, or even to get smaller. Sometimes it just takes a moment in time to shift everything.
Hello, and welcome to the Connect podcast. This show is all about helping you connect to your soul's calling so you can take action on it. Because the sweetest success is a blend of discovering your purpose with the inner drive to bring it to life. I'm Sheila, health coach, lifestyle entrepreneur, and mom of two, best known for my online wellness programs, mentoring, and self-love passion. Listen in for inspiring interviews, solo chats, and Q&A sessions that will move you past overwhelm towards what lights you up. Stop accepting good enough and go for your version of great in your health, business, and relationships. Let's get started.
Hi, welcome to this Monday minisode where I share an insight designed to help you live into what lights you up this week. Every decade that passes in your life, you're going to find that you're faced with more and more decisions to make, more crossroads of which direction do I take? And they're not always easy choices to make. Every choice we make will and can shift the trajectory of our life in so many meaningful ways. They can be for better, like both decisions or 3 or 4 decisions you may have. If you were to go into each one, they all could lead to beautiful places. I do believe that the way we show up in our life is what matters the most. So how we respond to what is before us, that is the ultimate predictor of how joyful our life can be. And also, as we think about decisions, there are certain insights that are important to have so that we are making decisions that best serve us and serve where we want to be in our life, and hopefully serve the greater community and the people that are meaningful to us. It's so important, though, for that to happen, to have moments of mindfulness, of quiet, of being able to really assess the decisions that are before you and the options. Life can be so busy that we find ourselves moving so quickly, and making a decision can feel either overwhelming or like we don't have enough time to get the information that we need. Mainly, we're not maybe as tuned into ourselves as we should be when we're making choices. Something that happened for me, and there have been many times like this where I've had one moment and one decision that really changed the direction of my life. My goodness. And I'll share some more stories about this in future episodes. But one of them that came to mind for me was when Peter and I were dating. It was a time in my life, I was very young, and we really enjoyed each other's company. And there was definitely a connection there that was unlike anything that I had ever experienced with anyone else. And I could see a future together. I could see some beautiful things. And I was also given other options, other opportunities, perhaps to move, to do work somewhere else. And I found myself in a place wondering, okay, what is the right choice? I'm young. I have all these options. What should I do? And then I read a really, really great book, and I don't recall the author at the moment, but it was called Love is a Decision. And fortunately, at that time in my life, being single, living on my own, I was able to have some evenings to myself in the quiet to really tune into my soul, to make decisions. And even in that time, I don't know if I was aware of it or not, but looking back, I see that I had a keen awareness of how my body felt when I made certain decisions. And it's like if I was making a decision that was the right one, I could just feel it. I could feel that it was the right decision. Not everybody makes decisions this way. Certainly, I always included the facts of the situation, of course. But the feeling in my body was kind of the tell-all. That was the decision maker for me. And so taking space to really sit with myself, to journal out my thoughts, to look at everything before me, and to weigh it against truly how I was feeling, knowing that I was young and knowing that, when we're young and in love, sometimes our decisions aren't the best ones. But I was able to get quiet and look at the beauty of the relationship that had formed with Peter and the person that he was and the way he showed up in the world, the way he cared for his loved ones, the commitment that he had to anything he put his mind to, his loyalty, just fierce loyalty, and his honesty. And there were just so many beautiful qualities, and the way he treated me. And so as I stepped back and took a look at everything, and I had read that book, I realized, there's always going to be lots of different options about what we do with our life. And are we going to miss out by always looking for, am I making the right decision? Should I never commit to anything so that I can just have all of these options available to me, all of these career options, perhaps all these different relationships? Or should I make a commitment, go all in, and then just trust that your heart and your gut knows the right answer, and be ready to move and alter down the road as life shifts and changes, and be able to be open to possibilities, but also just really committing. And there was so much freedom when I made the decision, when I said, yes, this is the relationship I want to be in, and going all in to committing to that relationship changed everything. It freed me up from being overwhelmed by all of these other things. It laid a path out before me, and further down the path, I could see there were going to be other choices to make, other decisions, other options. But the beautiful thing was this one area of my life had been decided. So my energy wasn't diverted everywhere. It was placed so beautifully into that one container of a relationship with him. And there's so many other times in our life where this happens, and we find ourselves completely distracted and all over the place, and feeling like we're going to miss out on everything if we're not going in on everything that's going on. And then we get exhausted, and then we're never showing up fully committed and fully empowered as ourselves in any one thing. And that is very exhausting. So I wanted to share this thought this week so that you could start your week and really take a moment and think about what are some decisions that you're making, and what are some moments that you find you're being faced with where you're at a crossroads and you're not quite sure, well, which direction do I go? There's so many options. I invite you into a quiet space to sit and either journal your thoughts or speak them out loud to your phone or just to yourself, and take in that quiet space and really tune into what is your heart telling you? What is your gut telling you? Following your intuition and making these choices can move you forward in a much more powerful way and a more connected way, a way that is connected to yourself. I hope that you will think about that this week as you go into all the various plans that you have, especially as we're entering this busy time as we head towards September. We're just a few days away from the busy September, October, November time. And I hope that as you think about these things, you will find that you'll experience greater energy, greater peace, because you're not diverted everywhere in your thoughts. If you can do it in one area, then you can practice it in other areas as well. So I'm holding you in my heart. I hope you're having a beautiful week, and I look forward to connecting with you again on another episode. And if you haven't already heard, Grounded, the self-care experience is happening very soon, the start of September. There's a link in the show notes, sheilabatello.com/strategy. You'll be able to connect with me there so we can talk about this small group experience where you can fully be present in your body and feel strong and healthy and powerful in such a way that you can go into your business and into your career and make the impact that you most want to make. I wish you all the best, and I will talk to you soon. Big blessings.
Thank you so much for being here with me on the Connect podcast. If you like this episode, please share it with someone you think would enjoy it. Also, if you head over to iTunes to leave a review, I'd be so grateful. Let us know what your favorite parts were and what you'd like to hear more of. It will help us have a greater impact, elevating many more people to grow and succeed together. See you next time.